Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I kind of wanted to address the reasoning behind that. I've been really not motivated to make videos, and I think the primary reason for that is last year I was very heavy. I was 350 pounds, and I worked very hard, and I lost about 60 pounds of that in the course of about 6 months. But unfortunately, I slipped. I fell off the wagon a lot, and I put about 30 or 35 of that weight back on, 35 pounds. So it's been really hard to stay motivated to want to keep doing something when you watch your own videos and you don't feel like you look good. Bottom line, I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I've decided to get back on things and start losing that weight again. So I'm hoping that maybe by making a shift in the channel dynamics to create more high protein, low calorie meals, but not make them suck. Because let's face it, most diet meals, they really suck. So that's going to be the goal going forward. Along with that, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and provide you guys with some of the tips and tricks that I'm using, not only to stay motivated, but even to make sure that I'm eating something or getting to have what I want to have without having to worry about, you know, making too big a sacrifice. Because that's what really sucks. Like, you want to have a chocolate bar every now and then. So I found a plan that works for me. It's basically just a straight up calorie deficit. Now, we could discuss all day all the different plans and possibilities that you could do. I hear people all the time, oh, you should do carnivore, or you should do keto, or you should do intermittent fasting. And those may work for some people, and I'm sure they do. I've seen people have fantastic results. Unfortunately for me, it's not what I want to do, and it doesn't feel like it fits my current lifestyle. So I've decided to go with a straight calorie deficit. So, with that being said, I would like to show you the starting point where you're going to start off to figure out how many calories you should have and how you're going to track those calories so that you know where you are and what you can expect to come up. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, I'm using my computer. You can do this on your phone. You're going to do a Google search for TDEE calculator. TDEE stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. And this is going to give you an estimate as to how many calories you burn every day just doing your daily life. So for this one here, we're going to go down. This was the most recommended one from everyone I watched. So it's the tdeecalculator.net. And you have to be really honest when you fill this out, because if you're not going to be honest filling this out, it's not going to help you at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put my age. My current weight is about 320. Well, I think I was 321 when I last stepped on the scale. I am 5'11", and I don't do light exercise. I don't do moderate exercise. So I just put in that I have a sedentary office job. So this is your maintenance calories. So 2,626 calories per day is what it's going to take to maintain my current rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how many calories we want to shorten that by or lessen that by so that we can lose some weight. Now, every pound of fat is 3,500-ish calories. So 3,500 calories divided by 7 gives us 500. So we would want to reduce this number by about 500 calories per day. So we're going to shoot for about 2,100. I'm not going to do 26 calories. I'm going to do 2,100 and 26 calories, or 2,100 calories per day. And that should allow me to lose a pound a week. Now, based on the number of grams of protein per day that's recommended for us, if we pull out our calculator, it's recommended that the average person do about 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per goal body weight. So if my goal body weight is 225 and I do that times 0.7, that's about 157.5 grams of protein. So what that means is I'm going to drop down to 2126 calories, or in my case, like I said, I'm going to do 2100. Okay. I'm going to shoot for 157.5 grams of protein. So this actually looks pretty good here as a good starting point for me. You can tinker with these numbers a little bit to fit what your goal is or what your wants are. If you'd rather go higher on protein and lower on carbohydrates or lower on fats, you could do that. It works for you. highly recommended that you get yourself a food scale. You're going to weigh your food. You're not going to use cups. You're not going to use tablespoons. You're going to use weights because that is more accurate. If you take a cup of rice and I take a cup of rice and you pack your rice in there firm and hard, you're going to get more rice in your cup than I'm going to get. And it's going to be inaccurate. You're going to have, 200 grams of rice instead of the typical 150 that a cup of rice weighs. So you definitely want to get a food scale and weigh your food. You're going to want a bathroom scale. You're going to need to weigh yourself typically once per week. Some people do it every day, whatever works for you. And MyFitnessPal. I've never used Chronometer, so I really couldn't tell you for sure what to do there. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to MyFitnessPal. You're going to put your name in here. You're going to say that you want to lose weight. Okay. So for me, and a lot of people, they don't want to lose weight because they don't enjoy the food. So the hope here is that if you're going to follow my channel and watch my videos, that we're going to make foods that aren't going to suck, so that hopefully this is a little bit easier. Okay. And again, not very active. Now this is going to calculate for you the same idea of your required calories for the day. I've read some places that say that MyFitnessPal isn't as accurate as using a TDEE calculator, but it is close enough and it will still help you. So again, 320 pounds, I'm 5'11". I want to get down to 225. These are your options. This will calculate based on this. I'd like to lose a pound a week just because it's not going to require too big of a cut. It's going to be a lot easier for me to maintain. And we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to continue with Google here. I've read the terms. I've already done this on my phone, so I'm going to do this with a different account. So your daily net calorie goal is 2420. So see, that's where you see a slight difference. So I'm going with the TDEE calculator. I'm not signing up for emails. And we can alter this, so you can actually go into your own profile and you can actually change your goals. I've never done it. Here we go, goals. So we're going to edit this, and we're going to change this to 2100. Save changes. So the other thing we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit is going to be our goals here. So again, we want our protein to be about 159. That's going to have to be 35 and 35. So that sets us up so that we know what our goals are going to be. And you can do this all on the app, or you can do it on your computer. So with that out of the way, again, we're going to be shifting the channel so that it focuses more on good, low-calorie, high-protein foods. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Feel free, leave a comment in there. If you're interested in losing some weight, you want to try and follow along, you want to work with this with me, I'm more than happy to provide you the information that I find. But bear in mind, guys, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a guy that's read a lot of stuff, and it worked for me in the past, and I'm hoping it's going to work for me again. So until the next video, guys, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.